I gotta say, this is pretty fun. I never read Separation Anxiety. Man, I'm like, as I go through this stuff, as I see these comic books, all these True Believer books, it's like, huh, I never read that storyline, even though I've heard of it, and I kind of vaguely know what happened, you know? Because, let's see, this came out, this was a mini series. I forget if it was like early or mid 90s, but, I couldn't afford a whole lot of comic books then. It was also around the time when comic books were just kind of going away, too. Plus, as a kid, I'm kind of like, why would I want to read a story about a villain, Venom, when I could read about Spider-Man, the hero, and pretty awesome, and all that kind of stuff, right? Let's crack this open. Now, I don't know that I'm like so really sold on the art in this book. It looks, I don't know, it's not great, but the goings on are an absolute hoot. So, Eddie Brock is in one federal prison. Venom, the symbiote, is in another federal prison. And both are surrounded by a lot of people that are pointing a lot of guns at them. I gotta admit, it all seems kind of silly to some degree. You know? What do I mean by that? What do I mean by it seems kind of silly? Well, you know, Eddie Brock should be just a dude, right? And as long as you have like the sonic wall around the Venom symbiote, it's not going anywhere, right? I mean that's what you'd expect. So they got all these resources. Oh, here's a quick recap all about Venom. Just in case you didn't know who Venom was when you bought your Venom comic, they give you a 2-page spread. This is the best looking spread in the comic, best looking bit of the comic right here. They give you this 2-page spread that tells you all about this character so that you don't have to wonder. More comics should give you brief recaps at the start of interesting storylines. Like, I don't think they do that enough. If you pick up like Livewire 4 or something, it doesn't tell you anything about her. It doesn't tell you about Project Omen and the people involved. At least I don't remember it telling you that. Because I was a little bit confused when I saw a character who was in Omen hunting our protagonist. So Eddie's pretty tortured, and, he's like, oh, I have to suffer for my crimes, right? Oh, sorry, JK, you're being rescued. Now, I am totally gonna just straight up admit I don't know who any of these symbiotes are. Like, I look at these dudes and I'm like, they look awesome. Here, let me pull that down so you can see every like millimeter of this beautiful art. So earlier in the book, when it's just like Eddie or whatever, like I didn't dig the art that much, but the symbiotes look really cool. The way they're rendered is dope. And we just get this awesome action sequence where the symbiotes trash all these dudes. So they're in this prison, right? And it's like ringed with guns around the top. And there's like just guards standing around and everything. I guess they built this whole facility to handle one guy. Oh yeah, and Eddie Brock is exhibiting like super strength too, even though he should just be a guy, right? Right? So the symbiotes trash the place, rescue Eddie. Meanwhile, there's this reporter, the Daily Bugle here. Even yeah, I was gonna say even name drops Ben Urich, and there it is. Eat your heart out, Urich. This was a really fun read. It makes me want to go buy the collected edition or collect the original books or something. You know what I mean? Now, granted, I probably won't go do that because I own too many comics as it is. I have no room for trades, and I don't have the money. So I probably won't go do that. But boy, this book does a great job of making me want to go do that. So from that perspective, I would say this is an absolute success. Seeing if, yeah, there it is. Well, that's right, because the Scarlet Spider is the one who actually forced Venom off from Eddie Brock. It's crazy stuff. It's crazy stuff. I'll see you all next time. Check out this True Believer book for $1. You get a really fun little story. I mean, yeah, it's just a setup for another story, but this issue on its own, there's enough meat and action in there that it's definitely worth that $1, man. The only way we're going to get comic books. Oh, they changed the True Believer font. How long have they been using this Bleedy font? I don't know, but I really like it for a Venom book. I think that's fun. All right, like I was in the middle of, you all have a great day. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. I'll see you next time. Till then, you know what they say. Bye bye. Also, click on some stuff. I'd really appreciate it.